Okay, it is Thursday, what day is it? 13th, I think. 12th, Thursday the 12th. We're gonna go try to do some chisel plowing today. As you can see, we got a little bit of snow on the ground. Thermometer in my truck was reading 14. Don't necessarily know how accurate that is, but I believe it. It's plenty cold out. It's supposed to be cold today. Oh, I didn't like that. Cold today, cold tomorrow, and then back up in the 40s and raining by the weekend. So while we got a couple days of freezing, we're gonna go see if we can get a little bit more chisel plowing done. Hopefully the mud that stopped me last time around is crusted over so that I can actually pull the plow. I was anticipating doing this today, so I checked the tractor over a couple days ago. So she's all ready to go. Hopefully she'll start. I'm sure she's not going to be happy about this. Oh boy. Alright, she's going. I was worried for a second, but the battery recovered. Tells you how cold it is. Had to give her a snort. As long as it's above 20 degrees, she's pretty good about it. You start getting under 20, sometimes she'll fight you. She probably would have started without the ether, but I didn't want to find out how far that battery would go before it just flat out died, so we're gonna let her warm up for a hot minute. So we'll see you guys over at the field. Okay, let's see if I can actually get this thing to go across the field without spinning the entire way. I'm hoping that there's a little bit of ice or something in the filter. I got back to here. It will start, but it's very, very anemic. It's not smoking or anything. It's not acting... It's acting like it's restricted fuel. I cracked the bleeder and ran the primer pump, and fuel flow is very anemic. So I'm hoping it's the filter. I guess Dad's bringing me a filter and the wrench, so we can swap that out and hopefully it solves the problem. If not, probably try to limp this thing home and call it a night because it's too cold out to screw with it. Well, as you can see, it's dark now. Just got it running again. Pulled the fuel filter off. It was full of some black nasty crap. The fuel line going from the tank to the filter base was plugged with something. So we had to go get an air tank, backflow the fuel line. Got a red bottle of the Diesel 911. Shoved that down its throat. Dad's in the shop. I want to cut it in half and see what's inside of it. way we started off, I didn't think I'd be saying this tonight, but this field is done. It worked pretty good. There was a couple spots that was froze hard enough on top that you kind of had to feather the plow a little bit and then swing back around and hit it again, then you can get all the way in the ground, but those were few and far between, luckily. Honestly, didn't figure it'd be froze that hard. It's only been below freezing for, I mean, it hasn't even been 24 hours yet, but worked pretty good. So hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, we don't get warm enough for the snow to start melting yet, and we can go. I got a couple more little ones I want to grab to get out of the way. So, well, I want to go back and finish the one that I got rained out of way back when we were first chisel plowing, and then I got another 5-acre piece I want to hit. So anyhow, hopefully we'll catch you guys tomorrow. And here we go again. It's not nearly as cold today as it was yesterday. We're about 20 degrees warmer, but that still only amounts for, and not quite 20 degrees. It made it up to 30. It's probably colder than that now since the sun's going down, but didn't really melt much snow. I mean, I think we melted a little bit of snow just because it was sunny all day, but it wasn't from heat, it was from sun. Hopefully we're not too hard to get the plow in the ground, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be back up in the 40s. See what we can do here. This is where I got rained out a while back. Basically, crazy he wants to get, if he wants to start a big garden and all that stuff, time will tell. But I've been farming long enough, it don't know me nothing, so. Anyhow. my knees don't want to work. Didn't think it was that cold in there. There's another one knocked out. And battery got cold and died, but luckily I had the spare in my pocket. Anyway, what I was saying, I think before I'm done chisel plowing for this coming season, I think the old Glencoe is going to need some new teeth. I milked these shovels for about all they're worth. But anyhow, I'm about out of go-go juice, so I think that's enough for tonight anyhow. I'm gonna drop the plow, get the 150 back in the barn, and tomorrow we're gonna go back to a fence row project that I started on Wednesday before the ground got frozen up to plow. So I guess with that being said, that's it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.